In the quiet suburbs of Cincinnati, Ohio, a boy named Vivek Ramaswamy was growing up in a home filled with both dreams and uncertainty. His parents had traveled thousands of miles from India to America, carrying little more than hope and a belief that hard work could change everything. They spoke of a land where anyone, no matter their background, could rise to the top. But for young Vivek, those promises felt distant. He wasn't the tallest kid in class. He wasn't from a powerful family. He had an unusual name in a country that didn't always welcome different. Every day, he learned what it meant to stand out, and not always in a good way. While other kids played outside, Vivek spent hours in his room reading books, learning about science, politics, and history. His parents couldn't give him money or influence, but they gave him something far greater: the hunger to achieve. That hunger became his fuel. Years later, at Harvard University, Vivek was still the outsider. But this time, he used it to his advantage. While others followed the crowd, he challenged ideas, questioned authority, and pushed himself harder than ever. Professors called him brilliant. Peers saw him as relentless. He graduated with honors, but instead of settling for a safe path, Vivek took a leap into the unknown. At just 29, he founded Roivant Sciences, a biotech company that dared to tackle some of the most difficult medical challenges. People laughed. Competitors dismissed him. But within a few years, Vivek's company was valued in the billions. He had done the unthinkable, turned an outsider's dream into a reality that Wall Street couldn't ignore. Still, success brought something unexpected: questions that kept him awake at night. Was building wealth enough? Was this the limit of his purpose? Vivek saw a nation divided, people losing faith in the American dream that had brought his parents across oceans. And he couldn't just watch. In 2023, he stepped onto the national stage, announcing his run for the presidency of the United States. The media called him the long shot, the rookie, the outsider. But Vivek didn't flinch. He spoke about unity, about reviving ambition, about reminding America of what it once promised to be. He didn't just speak to crowds, he connected with them, telling them his story, reminding them that if a boy with an unfamiliar name from a small Ohio town could rise, so could they. Campaign trails weren't glamorous. There were nights in cheap motels, days filled with endless travel, and moments when the weight of doubt pressed heavy. But there was also hope in the eyes of the factory worker who shook his hand, in the mother who said his story gave her children courage, in the young immigrant who whispered, "You make me believe I belong here." Vivek's journey isn't just about politics. It's about the fight to stay true to your vision when the world calls you foolish. It's about proving that the American dream isn't just for the chosen few, it's for anyone willing to chase it relentlessly. Whether or not he wins the presidency, one thing is certain: Vivek Ramaswamy has already left a mark. He has shown that you don't need to come from power to speak to it. You don't need to fit the mold to break it. And somewhere in Cincinnati, a little boy with big dreams can look at Vivek's story and say, if he can do it, so can I. Because sometimes, the most powerful stories aren't about those who had everything, but about those who started with nothing and dared to become something extraordinary.
Whose inspiring story of politician would you like to hear next? Tell us in the comments below.